This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
Game 2, high school basketball. NICL East as the Jesup Jayhawks are hosting the Columbus Sailors in boys basketball. Columbus coming in under the direction of head coach Andrew Robinson with a record of 2-15 overall, 2-10 in league play. Jesup 8-8 on a 5-game losing streak after winning 6 straight. 4-7 in conference play. Looking to bounce back tonight against a Columbus team they beat back in December on the 18th, 71-54. From the upper patio in the South Gym, Nate Clayberg on the Jayhawk Sports Network. From Heartland Technology, joined with Luke Baldwin as well as Anthony Baugh, Eric Clark on camera tonight. Luke, you never know. You know, there was a time not too far ago that Hudson came in here with no wins and walked out with their first win of the season. I don't want to jinx it.
There's no guarantees in athletics, that's for sure, man. That's why we play the game, right?
I love your cliches.
I feel pretty good about this game, though. Although, speaking of jinx, I think I said the same thing before the Hudson game, and that didn't work so well. But the Jayhawks, like we said during the girls' game, we've been on a 3-game skid here. We need a win. I think they are ready to get a win, and I think they're going to do just that tonight.
So we will have starting lineups here very momentarily as we get set for high school basketball. And now PA announcer Dan Fox.
From the Sailors, junior, number 1, Carter Gallagher. A junior, number 15, Eli Morrow. A senior, number 20, John Dobson. A junior, number 21, Ben Cross. A junior, number 25, Dallas Westhoff. The Sailors are coached by Andrew Robinson and assisted by Darryl Carter. And now, for our Jayhawks, a junior, number 0, Parker McCollum. A senior, number 2, Rudy Carruthers. A senior, number 5, Chase Pilcher. A freshman, number 14, Jack Miller. A junior, number 23, Carson Leow. The Jayhawks are coached by Joe Stein and assisted by Steve Schmidt.
All right, starting lineup's been heard from the public gym. Luke, you got lineups real quickly for these teams.
You bet. For Columbus Catholic, we've got number 1, Carter Gallagher, junior. Number 15, junior Ellie Moreau. Number 20, senior John Dobson. Number 21, junior Ben Trost. And number 25, junior Dallas Westhoff. For your Jesup Jayhawks, 0, junior Parker McCone. Number 2, senior Brody Kresser. Number 5, senior Jace Pilcher. Number 14, freshman Jack Miller. Number 23, junior Carson Leno.
So Leno back and forth here. Sailors, as you saw, had possession on the tip. Couldn't get anything to roll. And after a quick back and forth for both teams, Columbus back with it, trying to get on the board. A little jumper outside from Gallagher, doesn't go. And now Pilcher pulls that rebound, and here comes McCone. Fast break left side, deep 3. Jack Miller.
That was in from the get-go. That was a pretty shot. Jack Miller. That's a good sign. I'd like to see him get going early and often. So, Leno, I had somebody tell me the other day, you guys know you're pronouncing Leno's name wrong?
And you said,
and I said,
actually.
Oh, no, we're not. We're pronouncing it correctly for his family.
You can blame Tyler for that whole thing.
So if there's anybody else out there thinking, why do these goofs pronounce his name wrong after this many years? It is actually Leno. We've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time, as have you probably.
Yeah, so it turns out Tyler Leno, the older brother, They have been mispronouncing his name for years, so they were getting it right with Lino, and he liked it, so he just said, let's just stick with that.
And still does, apparently, because he told you that that's how it's pronounced. So there seems to be some varying opinions even within the family itself. So, but we did get it on authority, good authority, being the parents, that it is Lino.
So Kresser with that free throw, making it 4 points. As Columbus has Gallagher come right side. Baseline, Pilcher holds up. Batted away on the miss. Nice ricochet from Miller to Kresser, left side.
Beautiful move by Kresser. Takes it coast to coast. Left-handed up and in. Carter Gallagher, I think I said this last time, but his parents and him were our neighbors, Carrie and my neighbor, way back when we lived in Waterloo, pre-kids. But yeah, his parents lived right behind us. And he was, I believe he was born while we were still neighbors, if I remember correctly.
I always love your flashback moments.
Yeah.
McCone deep from Miller again.
Bring it up. He's feeling good, man. There you go. A little fist pump.
The freshman has really showed up and proved his worth to be a starter on that squad tonight for this season for Smarts.
Yeah, he has. And the kid, I mean, when it comes to three-point shooting, he has no limit on his range. I mean, he will pull up from that orange volleyball, whatever that midline is. I don't know what the technical
I don't know.
term
You're
is.
more of a volleyball guy than I.
Anyway, the people, if you're looking down, there's an orange line to the right and left of the half-court line. He would not think twice about pulling up from that thing. In fact, he does pull up from that thing.
Well, it's such a different game now. We've talked about it throughout the season that you got players that are that far out, high school, college, whatever, and defensively that changes up your mindset on where you need to cover.
Yep.
9-0 right now. Advantage Jesup. Gallagher. There's a deep three from Trost. Hits the rim. McCone.
Jeez.
Wow.
Really?
He had possession of that, but got bumped from behind. He's going to hit that line as he goes down. It will be Columbus's ball. And the inbound from Morrow going to be taken away by Jesup. Down floor, Lino holds up. Pilcher, dish back to Lino. How about this play? Almost going to go through.
It was an odd series of events right there. How we maintain possession of that ball is beyond me.
Slow things down. Gallagher. Left side pass to Trost. Shoulder into Miller. Pick up by Kresser, and we see a whistle.
It'll be a quick whistle on Eli Morrow. It'll be his first. Third team foul already for the Sailors, so they have quickly put themselves, I wouldn't say behind the 8 ball, but certainly 3 fouls within the first 3 minutes of the game is not what you're after.
McCone straight on off the back of the rim. Pilcher deflects it. Kresser comes in the paint. Tries to power through. Gets his own rebound, and it drops in to go to the free throw line on the foul.
Boys are pumped up tonight. Aggressive. They clearly want a victory here tonight, as we see Alex Boozer, a senior for the Sailors, check in. And did you catch the other one?
Steele, I think, is coming in. Boozer and Steele.
I assume that's Boozer, right?
Boozer, yeah.
Boozer? You think it's Boozer? I would have gone with Boozer, but somebody will tell us.
I'm sure. Gallagher, left side of the paint, takes it on his own, high of the board, pulled down by Lino.
Gallagher's a strong kid. He's been off the mark so far here in the early going, but he has no problem getting there. Ooh, boy, get it.
Back with it, no look, is forced to Pilcher, going to get intercepted, taken by Steele.
You got to get it to the guy that just dropped 2 threes in a row for you. Jack Miller wide open on the far side, and they completely missed him.
4:30 to go, first quarter. Ooh. Cresser goes up like he's playing safety, trying to deflect that in. Gallagher see to come off of the Jayhawks, and we'll have Columbus with Morrow on the inbound.
Gallagher and Cresser both stars on their respective football teams. Gallagher with the deep three.
Yeah, Westhoff put up that pick, allowed that shot to happen, and Columbus finally on the scoreboard. Turnover back to the Sailors. Looking at a deep three from Steele. Decides against it, and on the legs with Gallagher. I like this Cresser-Gallagher matchup.
Yeah.
Air ball three from the left. I was going to say, before too long, the student section, I'm sure, will chime in. Miller with a deep three. Hits the side of the rim, no good.
He wanted that. He was too quick on the trigger. Keep shooting, though. 3:46 to play. Foul. That'll be the first one of the game for Jesup. Actually, first one of the game for Leno. Second team foul for Jesup. Corbin Fueling into the game for Jack Miller. Corbin, a junior for the Jayhawks.
Westhoff will force in. Pull down by Pilcher.
Westhoff's got to be careful there. He nearly picked himself up a offensive foul.
McCone left side, Cresser. Those pink shoes that Fueling's got on tonight. A little dish down low, Leno can't get his hands on it. Out of bounds for Columbus. Or it will be Columbus ball.
That's a tough pass to handle.
Is Fueling doing new shoes each game? Is that what he's doing?
Oh, he's had those before, hasn't he? I thought he had those. I thought he had those the other last week.
Little cotton candy shoes.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Westhoff with a three. I think he may be stuffed on that line, but they'll give it to him. 12-6. Jesup in a little bit of a drought here. Fueling will try it. Rim no good. Rebound. Columbus. There's Gallagher with it.
Sailors doing a nice job at keeping us off the boards. They've got three underneath on every shot, and we've got as many too far out.
Cresser after the fast break.
Got it.
From McCone.
Needed
How about that shot?
Yeah, needed that.
Takes him to 9 points actually with Cresser. 15-6.
Jack Miller. Carter Even set to check in for the Jayhawks. Ben Trost will come back in for the Sailors, as will Dobson.
Drive in from Gallagher, he'll get it.
Good looking drive, strong move.
He's got 5 of their 8. Aggressive player, Gallagher going after it.
Man, he looks like his dad.
You're talking about Gallagher, that is.
Gallagher, yes.
And not the comedian Gallagher.
No, he looks
not
nothing like the
watermelons
comedian.
or anything
He
like
looks
that.
nothing like the comedian.
Cresser looked at a three, eyes it back to Miller. He's standing on Luke's volleyball line, waiting for that shot. But Cresser rims it.
Going to get the roll.
Even nice little deflection up to Leno, and he's going to draw the foul.
Wouldn't that be funny, though, if he did look like Gallagher, the comedian?
The player or the dad? Both.
The player.
Leno off the front of the rim.
Leno, he seems to consistently miss that first free throw of the night, and then he makes them after that.
There you go. I was hoping he was going to make that.
Me too.
That's his first point of the night. Otherwise, Leno averaging a little over 18 a game. Westhoff looks at that three.
Wanted it.
Come right side. Big setup for Gallagher, straight on.
About pretty.
11 feet out.
Pretty jumper, Gallagher. Jack Miller, release, good. I mean, Shame on you if you're going to leave 5 feet between you and that kid.
But you know what? If he doesn't shoot it there, he'll come 6 feet in and shoot.
Yeah.
And make it.
Look at that pass.
Wow, one-arm pass
pretty.
down to his cousin. Fueling can't get it, can't get the board. Columbus back in the other direction.
Nice take.
Another deep. Half a minute, first period. Gallagher will slow that one across midcourt. He tries a three. No good. It's almost they're pushing, forcing some shots now.
Pilcher McCone into the game for Kresser and Lino. Morrow back into the game for Dobson as the Jayhawks maintain a 7-point lead over the Sailors with about 15 seconds to go in the first period.
Cohen taking some distance as Miller running laps around. A little no look into Fueling. Back out to Miller. 2 seconds, deep shot. Side of the rim.
I was going to get that. Or at very least draw the foul.
19-12 is the score in favor of Jesup, and both teams just trying to eye that three ball, Luke.
Yeah, I mean, our Jayhawks, not surprising. I mean, they are not shy about launching three early and often from start to finish. And I didn't know as far as the Sailors go what kind of outside shooters they were, but I should have figured with Gallagher out there, he's going to launch a few. But all in all, I think Coach Smine's got to be pretty happy. He wanted his team to get out, run. You know, he didn't want to get into a banging match necessarily with the Sailors because they are a physical team. As we've seen underneath the hoop, we've struggled to get anything going down low with Lino. But if we can continue to hit from outside, it's going to draw that defense out, and then we'll get some opportunities inside as well.
Carter Gallagher, the junior, averaging 12.6 points per game, coming in tonight, shooting 34.2%. Trost in that second position on the ranking, 10.3 points per game, 27% from beyond the arch. And Patrick Steele, he is an 83% free throw shooter if he ends up at that free throw line. Kresser back to the other side with Miller. Columbus trying to apply that pressure on defense as we're underway in the second quarter. McCone bounces in, dish out, no look. Geez, Jack was almost out of bounds when he shot that one. And he's getting another opportunity as Jesup retains possession. Pilcher, nice little shooter from 9, rolls away. Lino had a hand on it, but Columbus comes up with it.
Yeah, Lino right there, but Columbus is just getting position underneath. They're boxing out better than we are.
In that corner, Columbus takes it up off the back of the rim, or side of the board, I mean. And here's McCone, no look down to Kresser. Three-pointer, doesn't go.
Kresser's feet were all tangled up.
McCone thought about dishing that one out, then realized he had an opening.
Heady play by McCombs there. Yeah, Kresser got that ball, and he got one foot stuck behind the other, and so he was off balance from the get-go there.
Gallagher left side. Overhead pass, Trost pushes it in, and McCone with a clean break. And we're going to see Pilcher get tripped up on the way back to that south hoop.
That's going to be 2 on Morrow.
6-team foul.
So Jesup just 1 away from 1-1 with 6.5 minutes yet to play in just the second quarter. I guess I shouldn't say just the second quarter. They obviously start over at half, but
Merrifield in the game for Columbus. Jack Miller steps over. He sees his partner McCone can't get the shot to go. Pull down that board from Dobson. Christensen slowing down a little bit. Dish right side to Morrow. Coming baseline, finds the hoop.
good looking move.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to run that baseline.
No, I didn't see the foul, but I think it was there.
Free throw up, rolls away. Here's Miller at point. Down to Kresser. Jack rims it and comes off of, looked like it came off of Pilcher, but Columbus will be at fault. Here's McCone inbound baseline. Under 6 minutes till we get to half. Jack thinks about a three. Dish into Lino. Off the board. There you go. He knows where he's at when he's down there.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I know Jack wanted to shoot that shot. Like I think he really had to talk himself out of it, and probably just because he missed the last two, but I wouldn't even have a problem with him taking that. He's got as good a chance as anybody on this court to make a three-pointer anytime.
McCone pulls that rebound right in his hands. Jack again, 6 feet out. Gallagher was right on him. You could have gone either way on a foul. And there's the extra step that, I think Merrifield, he was wondering if he had the opportunity to take a step if he had dribbled or not. Columbus will get a reset, and Jesup will slow things down here offensively. Jack, force in. McCone was supposed to be there. Now Gallagher on his own left side. Rex works through the hoop. Continue to build his score. He's at 9. Actually at 11 points now.
Westhoff set to check back in for the Sailors. McCone, deep three, in and out, man.
Left-handed shot. Halftime, we'll hear from head girls coach Jordan Conrad. His squad got a 45-36 win earlier tonight over the Sailors. Right side, Merrifield. A little dish into Merrow. Left side shot doesn't go for Dobson, and here comes McCone and the Jayhawks. Back to Pilcher. He's going to try and get his first basket of the night, and he does.
So that's a tough move right there, man. He just went into beast mode and said, I'm putting this sucker in the hoop.
I believe we have all starters with points. McCollum's going to try and take that away, and whistle blown.
Boy.
It will be possession towards Columbus, and here comes Fielding back in the game. Miller will sit out.
That was no foul, right? That was jump ball? Yeah.
Jump possession, I believe.
That was good. Good decision by McCone. And that's frustrating for Gallagher.
Merrill, far side, no good. There's McCone. Crosses midcourt. Kresser, always looking to where his pass could be next.
Give it to Lena right there.
Kresser sets and shoots, three-pointer. 12 points for the senior.
Having a game.
Rim. Columbus continues to fight for it. And I wondered if Jesup had touched that, but they got a closer viewpoint than we do down there with the stripes. So Pilcher inbound.
Alec Booster set to check back in as Jesup works the ball around the top.
Fielding.
Got it.
Wow.
Threes are dropping. Carter Even will also come in at the next dead ball for the Jayhawks.
7 three-pointers so far, if my calculation's right, for Jesup.
I like your calculations.
Seems right. Here comes Pilcher. Dish right side. Kresser going to do it again.
Well, who? I was wondering who they're going to call that on. Just up and down. So, I had commented about 4 minutes ago about Sailors already having 16 fouls, but they haven't committed another one since I said that. And in the same amount of time, Jesup's committed another couple. So things have a way of evening out.
6'3" junior forward Carter Even in the game now, as is Jack Miller, freshman. That has definitely but
That looks comfortable, Nate.
are you putting your foot up on the chair like that too?
Yeah. My left foot was killing me.
Fueling. Wow. Comes in, comes out. Oh, yeah. Where's these high top stools and a table?
We should have them by next year.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, come on, guys. Too easy.
Left side shot. I almost forgot about the chairs.
Jack Miller, no good.
Under 2 minutes. There's Trost. Not going to make it happen. Even there to catch it. Force up from Fueling. Takes a bounce. Is he going to get attacked? No. Miller back with it. Quick pass over to Kresser. Little lob in front of the rim. Lino.
Kresser
Finds his way. Finds the hoop. No shot, but he will. Oh, they're going to give him a travel on that.
That was travel. Definitely. He had possession. He traveled. He had it wrapped up.
Westhoff with the ball right side. 90 seconds first half.
I'm up here arguing with somebody that's not even on a mic.
He could be if you wanted.
People are just like, who is he talking to?
14 points for Gallagher now.
Nice move. Corbin Fueling with the strong, T? What'd he do?
Excessive celebration or what?
He said, I don't know if it was, he either said something or it might have been when he jumped up and got in the way of the inbounds, but I don't think it was intentional. You see how he kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was just running back in, and
I don't know if there was something said or that. Can you get that?
But that, I don't know that. I don't know the rule there. That might be an automatic technical, which is why. Oh, okay. He did finally come out. That was the other thing. I'm like, why is he still out there?
Fueling will come to the bench. Even, Miller, Lino, Pilcher, and Kresser all in the game. Westhoff dish out right side. Shot comes up. No good as Feldman in the game now for Columbus. .45 seconds. Pilcher cut up by Kresser. And Gallagher takes advantage of it. Miller will get him.
I think Gallagher was going for the dunk.
He had intent. But that'll be Jack Miller's first personal foul.
If this was the NBA, Jack Miller might have been called for intent. Flagrant with intent.
6 team fouls apiece for these teams. And Gallagher now at 15 on that free throw. Gallagher's been averaging almost 13 points per game. Exceeded that, now at 16, first half. Pressure's going to bring that up top, covered by Merrill. 30 seconds. Kick into Lee now, jumps back as he gets the pass.
Got it.
Ball goes in, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Nice job by Lino sticking with that, fouled through.
How about him? He had the pick, then jumped back, catches that ball on the pass, goes to the rim.
Pick and roll. Dobson checks into the game. He replaces Westhoff. Westhoff with three fouls. So Coach Robinson was definitely looking to get him out of there, even with just 25 seconds to play. You don't want to get your 4th foul in that short period of time.
Gallagher looking one-on-one with, wow, looking with Presser. Gallagher got a little,
if you're
little snippy, didn't like Fueling coming in there.
If you're gonna do it, at least you gotta do better acting than that. That was way too obvious right in front of the ref.
Pilcher will come down. Here comes McCone in. So you bring in your big shooters here for the last 15 seconds. You got 4 3-point shooters out there right now. Well, 5 actually. Lino can hit half of those when he takes a shot at it. Presser to the rim, draws the foul, gets the basket. 14 points. Chance to make it 15. Brody Kresser averaging 13.5 a game. 40% from the field, 32 from the arch.
Pilcher even in, Lino, McCone out. Kresser at the line.
Rolls around, no good. And how about field? Oh, how about even? Even pulled that down and just did not want to drop.
Even just wants to put his head in the sand right now. That's all right, buddy. That was a good board. Sometimes you're so open that it backfires on you.
So you look at quite a quarter that Jesup was able to put together, as 19-12 was the score in that first quarter, and then come back here, and I'm doing some quick math if you're wondering why is he talking in circles.
Pretty high flying second quarter, I think, is what you're getting at there.
Yeah, so just looking through here to see, from just about scoring Columbus 19-12 in that first quarter, then they outscored them 22-12 in that second quarter to take us where we're at. Kresser with 14 points, Jack Miller 9, all threes. Gallagher on the other side of things, 16 points. As we welcome in head coach Jordan Conrad. And coach, congratulations back on the winning end of things with a nice 45-36 win over Columbus tonight. But there was some intensity out there. We like seeing that. They looked like they were having fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a fun game to be a part of, I think. I don't know. There was some ups and downs throughout it, but I thought we battled hard throughout. And I thought in the second half we found a lot more of that intensity, which I was happy to see.
Well, again, we're going with our theory that they feed off their coach.
Yeah.
Because I saw a little intensity out of Coach Conrad, which seemed to result in higher intensity. No, but seriously, that was a good win. That Vesely down low for them, she's a solid player, really works the post well, and I thought that's a good quality victory.
Yeah,
sure.
That's a really good team. I mean, they're right there in the middle of this conference, and there's no off nights of this conference, and we'll probably talk about this. We get Denver tomorrow night, and they beat Denver twice, and Denver's a really good team that's ranked and had their chance to beat Dyke, the other night. So, I told the girls that's a really good team that we beat. And yeah, Allie Vesely is really tough in the post. She's really strong, does a really good job using her body and finishing well around the rim. Tough matchup for us, but I thought we did a better job in the second half of digging down and doubling a lot better on her, making it a little more difficult on her.
Right.
Something we could have done, something we talked about at halftime, and we did a better job of it in the second half.
Yeah, but Nate and I both said, it seemed like you guys, the girls, came out with a greater sense of urgency from the get-go tonight, a little more fire, and sometimes a 3-game skid will do that to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was something we've tried to put an emphasis on the last couple of games, but not wait until second half or fourth quarter to find that energy. We need to come out with it. I know it's not easy to do for 32 minutes, but we're more than capable of doing it because we've shown at times that we can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, you got 4 more games. We got Denver tomorrow, you got Union Friday, Denver again next week, and then season ending with Waukon. But coming back to tonight, and you look at the contributions that were made by your squad. Pilcher all of a sudden had a great fourth quarter. Ended up with 13 points. I had Treptow in there at 13 as well. But seemed to mix up your offense a little bit. Some changes out there. We saw a lot more passing than we saw shooting.
Yeah.
Than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, we moved the ball really well tonight. They kind of sat back in a zone a little bit more, so it kind of forced us to move the basketball to create gaps to attack. And at times this year, we haven't done a really good job of that. We've tried to attack off of one pass, and you don't get a lot of success when we do that. So we had some of our longest possessions, as you guys probably noticed
You're
tonight.
very patient tonight.
We were very patient,
Yeah.
and we've talked about that in practice at times, how we need to be much more patient, not 1-2 pass shots. And so I make the girls, we got to have a 20-second possession here. And after about 8 seconds, they're itching to just chuck something up. But I think that paid off tonight, and being much more patient with it. And we had 3 girls in double figures tonight. It's always nice when you can find that third scorer to step up for us, which we haven't had from consistency this year.
Right. So I hate to go back on it, but just we haven't talked since the Grundy Center game.
Yep.
That was a tight one, but then the week, going to play Denver, not going to play Denver, going to play Denver, finally get them tomorrow. But Dyke New Hartford, I have to bring it up, but rough night over there.
Yeah, it was a rough night. They're a really good team. I mean, that's what it comes down to is they've got a lot of size, that we have a tough time matching up with. We tried to throw some different looks at them, and they handled everything well. And they got enough shooting to go with their size that you're gonna make them a really tough out come tournament time, if you ask me. And be surprised not to see them make a deep run. And gotta call out what they did. Very classy over there. They honored Brian Larson and the Larson family. Gave a speech, and they were wearing Larson Strong bracelets and wearing colors to support him. So that was really cool to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, kind of hearing that and watched it on YouTube when they were playing it, but it didn't sound like there was a dry eye in the place, no matter what side of the ball you were on.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. Like I said, it says a lot about the kids over there and the coaching staff. I know there's been a little bit of a relationship there through softball, and Brian's coached maybe a girl or two over there that led to some of it, but it's really easy to just kind of just focus on what you're doing and not the outside things of what's happening in other communities. And they chose not to look past what some of our community is going through right now, so it was really cool to see.
I have to say, as I was watching it, and I could see you on the camera, and I think their coach came over and was probably saying, want to take a picture.
Yeah.
And then you're probably still stewing about what just took place.
No.
But you let that down, and you're like, we got to do this. It's great to bring those communities together.
Yeah, it was really cool. We talked about it before the game that there was something we wanted to do. Girls didn't know, but I talked to their coach before the game about it, and then there was question, do we get a picture together? And I said, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. We're gonna go with it.
It's above the game.
Right. Exactly.
Those are the important things that always take precedence over just a game at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the win tonight, 45-36 over Columbus. We talked about going to Denver tomorrow, but Union on Friday. You got 3 games this week.
Yeah, we got 5 games in 7 or 8 days.
Right.
So it's gonna be a lot of games and a little bit of practice time, a little bit of prep time for everybody. Really, no prep to going over to Denver. But we'll make do. We've talked about them before. Like you said, the game's been moved and moved again and moved again, and so it made for a weird week. Only playing once last week and now playing 5 times in a week. But conference games, they're going to be tough. Union's always tough to play at. You talk to Jason, he'll fill your ear full of their band right behind our bench playing. But for some reason they always just play well there.
It's good to start the week off with a win, though. It's a lot easier to take that momentum and build on it than it is to start with the loss and try to rebound then with
Absolutely.
2 more in the week. So
absolutely, and we're you look at the conference standings, we're right there in the thick of things for battling for that second place finish with 3 conference games left.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and keep going as you move through the end and postseason. That's not too far away either.
Yeah, I think I saw we get to find out on Thursday.
Okay.
Where we're at and who we play.
Probably Dyke New Hartford.
Perfect. Sign me up.
Leave it to Luke to leave you on that note. All right.
Congrats, Coach.
Head Coach Jordan Conrad on our halftime show. We'll return here just about 90 seconds. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Jesup leading Columbus in boys basketball 41-24.
Sit down. Shut up and sit down.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology as the boys are back underway, 41-24, but nice to see Taylor Donnelly joining in the fun here of, bringing
ripping on her dad.
Yeah, bringing Mitch into the conversation.
I'm sure she's got all sorts of gems that she could add to the conversation regarding her dear old dad.
You know, he's probably been sitting there for the last, 45 minutes as we were actually calling a basketball game for once.
Probably thought we forgot about him.
Well, yeah, he's probably a little hurt. Felt left out.
He started it.
He did start it, and we're going to continue it.
Lino at the line shooting 2. He will get, I believe he made both of those. I wasn't really paying attention, but he's got 8 points on the night.
Yeah, he hit both those free throws as we're underway in the third period. Gallagher gets it to Trost. Trost has been quiet tonight, only 2 points for him. He's been one of their top scorers as well. And there's a straight-on shot from Dobson. No good. Pilcher and Miller fight for it together. Both are eager to go after those rebounds, and Kresser's wide open. Pull down by Gallagher.
Gallagher looking to run as always. Kresser gets in the passing lane there, denies the pass, but it will go out of bounds off of his hand.
7-minute mark. Deep shot, no good from Boozer. Here comes Kresser. No look over to McCone. Kresser eyes the three. Push into Lino.
Oh, nice fake by Lino.
Back out to Miller, who is wide open.
Got it. That was a great fake by Lino to draw the defense off of whoever I'm thinking of. Miller. Jack Miller. Wow.
Dobson takes the dribble, or actually not Dobson, Boozer. And Columbus just struggling here as they get going. Kresser baseline underneath. A little show and go.
Sneaky.
Lino going to get that ball loose. We're not going to see any jump possessions.
Yeah, he's got to keep that ball up in the air. He was golden if he would have just went straight up, but put it on the ground. Then you get all those little kneecap biters digging in there and wrapping him up.
So Trost with that foul. We'll see Jesup back with it. Oh, Anthony decided to join us again?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. I think sometimes he forgets there's a crowd mic over there, and him and Eric are having a conversation, and then I got to be like, guys, we don't need to talk about fondue anymore. It's not the time or the place. You never see Luke and I getting off subject.
Exactly.
Gallagher, 10 feet out, little lob in, going to be docked away. Dobson thought he had something.
Dobson says shoot. That was not cool, man.
There's Trost with the ball in the paint. Going to knock it away. Miller had a hand on it. Leno saves it. Kind of walking that tightrope on that far sideline. Miller with a missed shot. Dish it back to Kresser. Three-pointer. Oh, in and out.
I'm with you. I thought that was nothing but net. How did that come out? Conspiracy.
Hits the nets. Gallagher slipping away a little bit.
The Sailors really struggling from three-point range. I think that was their fourth air ball of the night.
Well, and
not to make light of it, but I mean that's hard mentally when that keeps happening.
Well, and you look at Trost, who comes off the floor a little frustrated. That's his second personal foul. You know, Gallagher's a little frustrated too as he remains out there, and he's got 17 points. Covering that baseline, trying to get it in, has to lob it way back. Miller's going to have to reach for it.
That had to have been just on the verge of 5, because I think he might have been generous with the counting, to be honest with you.
Kresser finds the ball, finds the board.
Rebound, did a couple dribbles, all of a sudden there's nobody around him.
16 points for him.
Patrick Steele, senior for the Sailors, going to come into the game, as is his teammate Dallas Westhoff. And for the Jayhawks, we're going to see Corbin Fueling after the first shot here.
Jace Pilcher going to get called for that foul. Kind of fouled him with his face. Got hit in the mouth there a little bit. That's Jace's first foul, first team foul for the Jayhawks. And here comes Corbin Fueling back in the game along with Steele.
McComb takes the seat. And then we've got Alex Booser taking a seat, and Eli Morrow. So Jack Miller bringing the ball up the court in the absence of McCone.
Try to get that to Lena, didn't work.
That was the right idea. I don't know if somebody got a finger on that. It took a weird trajectory there.
4:20 to go, third period. There's Jack Miller baseline, finds Fueling. He's going to take it right away to the hoop.
Boom.
3 points.
Hand in his face. Strong move by Gallagher to the rim. Says,
Fueling.
I'm tired of this. I'm scoring some points.
How about Fueling 11 points off the bench?
Gallagher with the foul on the other end. That's going to be his second, I believe. It is. And with that, we're going to see Dobson take a seat in favor of Hartz, Caden Hartz, the junior. Travel. Corbin Fueling falls off balance just a little bit, got an extra step in there.
Here comes Columbus. Gallagher brings that up the floor with under 4 minutes to go. Westhoff tries the three. Big man will drop it. It's his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 6. Miller with that pivot around. Holds him on that left-handed dribble. Now Kresser eyeing inside, trying to get that ball to Leno. Back out to Pilcher. He's going to duck in. Leno has it right side, bounce in.
That's ESPN top 10 right there.
Well,
he just dropped a dime, man. That was a beautiful pass by Pilcher to Lino.
You could tell they were just trying to figure out how to get it inside to him, and just made some things happen. At halftime, we did hear from head coach Jordan Conrad. We were talking about Brian Larson and his family, and Brian, the accident he had at the end of December has laid him up, and some challenges they faced. We invite people to support them and get Brian back home and back moving around and being a part of our Jayhawk community again. As I know they're making some modifications to the house, but there's a GoFundMe link on our Facebook as well as on our YouTube to support them. And I just pulled that up, and I know this amount that has been raised is a lot more, but they're over $20,000 right now. And you know what? $20,000 raised by 129 people.
Yeah.
So that's phenomenal in itself.
Pretty cool. I know there was some number out there. I thought I saw 27,000 somewhere. It's up to 31.
Yeah, it was over 30, yeah.
Well, I saw it at 27,000 at one point, and I thought, there's 2,700 people in Jesup. So if you just did simple math, that would be $10 a person. But
right.
And even that, getting 100% participation on anything is unheard of. And
right.
I'm not saying we did, but
that's
anyway,
a lot of Stroop wobbles.
Yeah. Point is, that's a heck of a lot of support for a community our size, and we know that's beyond too. I mean, Dyke New Hartford the other night, perfect example of people that are thinking of Brian and his family right now, and I'm sure many of them and other communities have opened their pocketbooks and supported as well.
Restov try to get a hold of that on the dish in. And now Fueling going to bring that back up top. Jesup with that 23-point margin increases with another three from Jack Miller.
5 or 4? 5 on the night.
That's going to be. That's 4 3-pointers.
Okay, 4 3-pointers. I got to stop listening to Anthony. The guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about.
But my records are just draft records.
There we go.
How about Kresser? How many does he have, Anthony? I believe that's 5. I believe that's 5 3-pointers as Gallagher leans in and gets
Anthony
one more.
did have a good point. Miller's got 15 points, which would be 5 3-pointers if they were all 3-pointers. And there's another 3-pointer by Corbin Fueling. So we've got a bit of a.
You got 4 players in double numbers.
Yeah, the Jayhawks have their foot squarely on the gas and are not letting up, while the wheels have kind of fallen off for the Sailors, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but it's getting pretty lopsided at this point.
Brody Kresser, 19 points. 15 points for Jack Miller. We're looking at 14 points for Corbin Fueling, 10 for Lino. Lino I think he only had 3 points coming into halftime.
Yeah, it's a quiet night for him, but I mean, we've been so active around the 3-point line, and when you're making them, you might as well be. But when we have gone to him, he's done his job. And I don't know how many boards he has, but he's pulled a fair amount of those down tonight as well.
Pass outside to Feldman, not going to happen. Ends up in the bleachers, and Lino will be on the inbound on the sideline. Here comes Kresser. Dish out right side. Lino looked at a 3. Now McCone, he's on the dribble. Back out to Lino, and Fueling thought he was going to drop it again. I was just going to wait for it.
There was no lack of confidence on the Jayhawk perimeter right now as we see Patrick Steele come down, pop, and make a 3.
That's their first bench points of the night. Kresser in and out of the arch.
Oh, come on, big man.
He was thinking about it. Well, he was, I'd have to find those stats.
Westhoff just picked up his 4th foul with the body. So he's going to take No, he's going to stay in there. I don't even, maybe that wasn't Westhoff. Yeah, it was. He's got 4. Gallagher checked back in for Nick Merrifield. So Coach Robinson may just be going with Westhoff at this point. We've got 1 quarter to play, just about 45 seconds to go in this third period.
Carson coming in tonight, 33% from the arch.
And that is going to be a foul on Alex Feldman. Just his first. 6th team foul on the Sailors already.
Deep ball down the floor. Gallagher is going to get to it first. And put the shot up, doesn't work.
Carter.
Lena, right in there again.
Carter even comes flying in to save the day. Nice.
Calm and collected, Carson
Man,
Leno.
Jayhawks just putting on an offensive clinic tonight.
12 points for Carson. Whistle down low. And frustration not quite set in as Gallagher, you got to give him credit.
Yeah, he's still
going.
playing hard. And I do believe he's lost a couple of his teammates at this point. But I don't expect, I've never seen any quit in that kid since the first time I saw him play, and I don't expect that tonight.
23 and a smooth free throw in. Second one. 24 points for that junior. And now Carson, little jumper from the right. Third period coming to an end. And Columbus will take the last shot. And Westhoff got a nice little jumper on the right side. Takes him to 8 points.
It's a pretty shot. Westhoff adding to the Sailor total. 64-41. Jayhawks on top with 1 more period to play.
So we're looking at, as we close that out, it was 41-24 at half, and Jesup outscoring Columbus 23-17 in that third period. But Columbus, they hung in there. They're hanging in there.
Well, they're a scrappy team. I mean, like Coach Spine said in the I guess a halftime of the girls' game, they're not a team that's ever gonna just lay down on you all the way until the final buzzer.
Yeah, they lost to Hudson by 1 the other night. Hung with Wapsie. They've had some tight games with Waterloo East even. They lost 59-54. Hung right in there with Denver, looks like. Hung with Union. So, you look through here, you got Patrick Steele, Alex Feldman, Alex Boozer, John Dobson, Josh Merrifield, and also Joseph Haig, all seniors on this squad, but a fair number of juniors to come back next year. Gallagher can't quite get the finger roll. He's losing some energy trying to get that jump.
Just a little sloppy. Yeah, that's a good call by the refs. Cresser tries to take a charge, but you're not going to get that call when you're still moving down the court.
I was going to say, by the time Saturday gets here, Gallagher's legs are going to be toast. He's got AP on Thursday, Dyke New Hartford on Friday. And he keeps.
You look at his build, though. He's going to give you everything he's got all 3 of those games. He'll persevere just fine. I mean, he's their quarterback on the football field.
I was going to say, you can tell, he looks tired, but
yeah,
those free throws are going in like they're on a rail. He keeps at it.
He's a competitor.
Miller, deep 3, misses that one. And looked like Marcone tried to save that.
I don't know who they called that out on. They pointed at Leno, but I'm not sure Leno ever even touched the ball.
64-43. Right side, Boozer. Or Steele. There's Jesup.
Jesup. Wouldn't mind seeing him run a little something here. This game has gotten fairly ugly, in my opinion.
Back and forth. Yeah, why not? Missed 3 from Leno.
I think the scoring differential is stretched out just enough to where we've forgotten fundamentals or just decided we're going to play a little street ball here.
Come in baseline. Nice push in play with Morrow. That'll be his second basket of the night.
Leno was in position. All he had to do is hold his ground and get his hands up. Probably could have taken a charge there.
6:35 to go in this game. Columbus with 2 wins on the season. Jesup with 8.
Merrifield back into the game. Let's try to get something into the big fella. The big fella being Leno. Drop down, sag down.
Come baseline and whistle down the sideline.
That's I believe 5 on Westhoff. So he will go to the bench, and Joseph Haig will check into the game to replace him.
McCall, left-handed free throw. Take him to 3 points.
One of our refs thought it was 1-1.
Just want to get some sprints in.
Yeah, he's nothing wrong with that, man. He was ready. He wanted to be in position.
So Jesup in the bonus.
Coach Robinson shaking his head, just not sure what to do at this point. He's subbed a lot of different guys in, and none of the Jesup got tied up there, turned it over on a travel, but none of the combinations have been overly effective, at least not for a consistent period of time for the Sailors tonight.
So you got all starters in there right now for Jesup, and you got 6 minutes to go. You got Denver tomorrow night. So you got Union on Friday. At some point, I would think Coach Smines is thinking, let's save some legs here. But Lee now can't get that one to go, and the ball continues to get loose. And there's Pilcher.
So Smines going to draw a tee. I would see. I don't think he hates that tee.
Well, by 20, and some discussion with the officials, as you see in the top of the key. All right, so Coach Smines wants a 30-second timeout as they work through what's going to happen in the technical, and I don't know if the camera was on there, but Brody Kresser comes over and kind of jars Coach Smines a little bit. Up by 20, and I'm not sure what got the best of Joe that got teed up. I don't know if you caught any of that or not.
I think it was a combination of potentially missed calls, not just that one call, just I think, a series of what he thinks are probably missed calls. And Joe's got some fire when he wants to let it out, and he earned that one.
I'm still watching his body language down here on the bench. And
the ref lost his cool on that one too, though. I saw a look of, like, I want to kill somebody in the ref's eyes for a split second, which is not exactly a great look for a ref either. But
especially when you're up by 20.
Yeah.
Free throw takes to 27 points for Gallagher, leading scorer for the Columbus Sailors, as he takes a deep three, comes in and out. Kresser tries for it, but he's going to be fouled by Merrow. You know, I think Columbus, they've got some players. I think they're just still trying to gel and figure out maybe their game plan or how they come together as a team or what. Kresser's free throw in.
Their shooting is not great. They've had half dozen air balls tonight, so if that's indicative of, most nights, then I would say they're not a great shooting team.
21 points. I did say players, not shooters. Good kids,
but you're right, though. I mean, they definitely got some athletes out there, and they were the team that took nice move by Lino. There you go, big man. Look at that footwork.
He could teach his brother a thing or two.
Yeah, they were the team that took it to Dyke, weren't they? Didn't beat Dyke, but I think they took him.
They were right in there.
Yeah.
No.
Little out of control, maybe, by Pilcher.
Ball comes in. Merrow. He's got 6 now. 7 actually. Last 4.5.
I would guess around 3.5, 4 minute mark, we'll see most of these guys exit the game, I would think.
Yeah, Columbus has sure made some substitutions. And shots back and forth. That time, give credit to Merrifield. He gets a basket. We'll bounce in the paint, put it up. Lino, 16 points on the evening.
Gallagher, the 3 got it. He's still got the blood pumping through his veins.
He's got 30 points.
Yeah, I mean, he averages what, 15?
Yeah, thereabouts. Actually 12 and a half.
So good on him, man. He's had a game. Lino could basically probably get 30 in this period if we fed him every time. That really hurt when Westhoff had to exit the game. They lost some good defensive pressure.
This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Clayberg. That's Luke Baldwin. Anthony Bonner, on-site producer, up here in the upper patio in the South Gym. Eric Clark on camera.
Carter Even, Corbin Fueling coming for the Jayhawks. Dobson, John Dobson comes in for the Sailors.
That's 3:18. Gallagher drops in for 31 now. Strong player. Kresser out to McComb, back to Kresser, working some clock now at the 3-minute mark. There's McComb, he'll take it on his own, hits underneath the backboard.
No, that was clean, McComb.
Will go up. Drop that in from Merrifield. He's at 4. And now Even. He's going to get fouled. pushed into Dobson a little bit. So we will see some substitutions coming in for Jesup.
Brady Dahl.
No, try again.
Brevin Dahl. Brady is in the stands across the way, showing his school spirit and soon his support for his younger brother, Brevin. On the opposite side, Hearts. And trying to see the number there, Merrifield back into the game. That's not, is that right?
Free throw in from Even. Put him in the book. 2.5 minutes to play. And we'll see some more Jayhawks making their way to get some playing time here late in this game. Fueling covered tight defensively. Shot from Dobson. Misses. And Haig with that rebound will put him at the free throw line as he drew the foul. Haig, one of the seniors on this squad, a 6'3" player for the Sailors. Free throw rolls around.
Brady Reyes in for the Jayhawks. George Smith for the Sailors. See Brody Kresser exit the game with a huge night.
21 points. Free throw missed, Even with that rebound, and here comes Dahl. Running point. Right side to Corbin. Comes in. Pilcher, the only starter, still on the floor. Deep three comes up, in and out. No good from Merrifield, and this last 2 minutes is going to take a little while.
Foul on Reyes. $1.50 left to play in the game. Jesup with 78-50. Wow, 78-57 advantage as
you get a
drift
big,
off into sleep, standing up.
Non-kickstart yawn in there.
Yeah.
Gavin Gallagher in the game. Pulled down by Even on that missed free throw. 20-point margin. Jesup will move on with 9 wins on the season. Brevin into Even. Little twirl, left-handed shot. How about that? Off the box.
Good for you, Carter.
3 points.
That was a man's move right there.
And future Jayhawk basketball on the floor.
Leno's just a junior, right? Yeah.
Try to go to the rim with Ettringer. Now Pilcher gets the rebound. He continues on the dribble. And out of traffic. Fueling. Up top to Dahl. Comes in the paint. Bounce into Even. Fisher back out. Under a minute. He'll force it again. How about that? Confidence in the paint, Luke. 45 seconds, and Brevin Dahl will just grab that ball and knock it out of bounds clean.
Brevin, potentially the shortest kid on the court, just gets a massive shot block. No, he's not. I don't think he is.
5'8". He's one of the shortest on the team.
Yes. Brody Clark Holbert in for the Jayhawks.
On the backcourt. Left side, Gallagher. Undo Merrifield. 20 seconds. Ettringer in and out of the paint. Jesup doing a good job defensively, not really allowing the Sailors and their reserves to make any sort of movement offensively, as Brevin Dahl will get credit with that foul. 5'8" sophomore guard. Double bonus for Columbus. Back of the rim, no good on that free throw off the hands of Nick Merrifield.
So Jesup hits the 80 mark, which they have not done in some time, I don't believe. They have this year, but I think it was earlier in the year when that happened.
Yeah, they lost 84-83 to AP. Even with a follow-up, and that'll be it. 80-58 will send the Jayhawks back on the winning side.
Even holding his shoulder as he gets up there. I hope he's okay.
Jayhawks 9-8 on the season now, 5-7 in conference play. Columbus remains with their 2 wins, 2-16 and 2-11 is their record. Columbus will move on to play against AP on Thursday. Dyke on Friday. Have Union next week. Jesup travels to Denver tomorrow, has Union on Friday, and then back home. We'll have Sumner Fredericksburg on the 9th. Denver be a home game for them on the 11th. So congratulations to the Jayhawks. A lot of points put up by the Jayhawks. A lot of threes.
Yeah, it was, and that was great to see. You know, we saw Jack Miller get on the board early. You know, he hit his first 2 threes, and it was just kind of like open the floodgates from there. But one of the things that stuck out about Coach Smine's halftime speech, or when talking with them at halftime of the girls' game, was, you know, the culture or the camaraderie of the players. You know, they really they believe in each other. The morale is high, and I think you see that on the court, especially tonight. They're just an unselfish team, always looking for each other, looking for the open spot. Nobody's trying to monopolize the scoring. They're just a really fun team to watch, and I was happy to see them not only get a win tonight, but a big win, which will hopefully give them a lot of confidence going into the remainder of the week.
80-58 the score. Leading scorer for the Columbus is Gallagher. You know, we talked about him through the night, and I think he deserves some comment here. Luke, 31 points. He stayed with it. You know, early in that second half, you could see just some angst, some frustration, but he continued to keep chipping away at it.
Yeah, I mean, he's the heart and soul of that team, no doubt about it. He's a true competitor. He never gave up. He got frustrated here and there, but it was short-lived, and he just got back at it. And you know, if he's got a head of steam, he's a tough kid to stop. So fun kid to watch play basketball.
Looking at Jesup, unofficial scoring, 21 points for Brody Kresser. Heck of a night for the senior. Jack Miller, a ton of threes, ends up with 15 points total. Carson Lee now, 18 points. Free throws, you know, he's taking outside shots, inside shot, very comfortable where he's at. But Corbin Fueling comes off the bench, 14 points for him. Give credit to McCone, too. Great ball handling skills for McCone, bringing that ball up the floor tonight.
Yeah, he's a great floor general for the Jayhawks, and you know, if he's not in the game, you can turn to Jack Miller, you can turn to Brody Kresser, you can turn to Jace Pilcher. You've got a plethora of players that you can feel good about leading your team.
Jace does end up with 2 points. McCone had 6, and we'll give credit to Even. Carter had 3 points tonight for the Jayhawks, who win again by a final score of 80-58. And they will, again, like we said, go to Denver on Friday. Union, actually Denver tomorrow. Union on Friday. We'll be back with our next broadcast coming up on the Jayhawk Sports Network, which will be on the 8th. Anthony, on the 8th, February 8th, we'll have Denver right here at Jesup on the Jayhawk Sports Network. For Luke Baldwin and our entire crew of Anthony Baugh, who's our on-site producer, Eric Clark on camera, and executive producer Tony Lang at home in his Vineyard Vine jammies that he has, I'm sure now. I'm Nate Claybert from the South Patio in the South Gym in Jesup. Final score again, 80-58. Jesup with a win. Watch this game again on replay on YouTube and also on Facebook. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and be safe.